can live if living is without crypto. I can't give anymore. Welcome everybody to the Real Black Friday. Here with me, Superman, your superhero of cryptocurrency. I'm afraid today is the real Black Friday. This is the lowest that we have seen cryptocurrency this year and for some considerable time. But what does that mean for you? What should you do today? I came out last night with a video to let you know it was a cryptocurrency bloodbath. What is the strategy maybe you should think about? What is the way of living you should be looking at? And today, it has only gotten a little bit worse, actually. So, if you are keen to know what you should do and 5 massive sale items that have come out of today, then smash up the likes, because today has presented one of the best buying opportunities ever seen. Well, certainly this year, anyway. So, Mexico, let me just make sure that I'm live. You can hear me and all that. My microphone and my camera are plugged in for sure. So let's just see if you can hear me and all that. So, Mexico, let me just yes, you can. Smash up the likes, peeps. Smash up the likes. So, what have we seen today? Today, we have seen a cataclysmic sinking of the cryptocurrency market. We have seen this consistent downfall reaching a crescendo for 348 billion, considering that earlier this year the cryptocurrency market valuation was 830 billion. This is where all the media outlets, all the friends and family, all of the naysayers and disbelievers are going to say, I told you so. I told you cryptocurrency is just a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a scam. It's a bubble and all this junk. Okay, this is the day. This is the day where people are essentially in their moment of glory. They're basking. They're thinking, oh, I'm so right. They're gloating. Okay, and you're probably thinking, well, what's my answer to that? Is it going to go down? Is it going to go down more? Is it going to go under 300 billion? Well, let me tell you how I have treated it, because there are all these naysayers all over the place. Even people I know are naysayers, okay? But at this point where it reached 348 billion, essentially when America were just about waking up, this is where I was working. Okay, so I was actually planning on bringing you a video today at 12 o'clock because I knew what was going to happen. What was going to happen was essentially what happened all the way back when I did a video during the China FUD. It was another Black Friday. It was an occasion where the market cap, having been well over 300 billion, had gone down to under 100 billion. And it reached that bottom point on a Friday. Have we reached the bottom point? I don't know. There are still people that maintain that Bitcoin is going to go down to 6,000, like Julian Hosp, who thinks that Bitcoin is going to go down to about that price or lower, and is saying, you know, now's not the time to buy. I don't take my signals from anybody. I take my signals from my own gut feel, based on what I've experienced before, and based on not wanting to miss the boat. So I have actually been working. I have been buying cryptocurrencies. I've been buying them galore. Because, you know, and I said to you not long ago, I said, make it your mission to earn, to get at least 1 Bitcoin owned in your portfolio. Now, at the time I said that was $17,000 for a Bitcoin. Today, Bitcoin went down to 7,700. Thus losing, since its high of 20,000, thus losing about 70% of value. It lost a huge amount. Okay, maybe not 70%, but roughly 70% of its value. And it was a great time because you could have got it for much less than half of the price. Well, quite a bit less than the half price it was then. At 17,000 when I suggested you get a Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's been affordable today because the prices are amazing. But ever since that point where I believe the bottom was hit, which was at the point I was buying, I was radio silent to anybody today. Anybody who's texted me, anybody who's called me, anybody who's telegrammed me, anybody who's Skyped me, doesn't matter. I've been radio silent. I've been on the exchanges and I've been buying up cryptocurrencies for the fear of it hitting the bottom. And it did hit the bottom, and now it's going back up again. So look, Bitcoin has already gone up a whole $1,000 since the point it hit the bottom at 7,700. You know, Ripple is on the way up. That went down to about 80 something cents. I think it went down to 78 cents last I looked at it. Cardano went down to a ridiculous sum. And a lot of these cryptocurrencies were in serious double-digit red this morning. So what I did was I bought, okay, regardless of whether it's going to go down again over the weekend, or even if it if it skyrockets from, you know, today onwards and then goes down a little bit further again, like has happened. There have been times when we thought the bottom was hit and then we've been surprised and it's come back again. Okay, so, you know, I buy regardless of this because I'm a long-term investor. I take positions in coins that I want to hold for the long term. So even if it does go lower, I don't really care a lot because I am accumulating while prices are extremely low. And I never thought I would see a 30 cents Cardano again, but it went even lower than that. Okay, IOTA, which was, you know, which was a cryptocurrency that was just soaring beyond imagination over $4 or $5, and it went down to like $1.60 today. And there are a range of different cryptocurrencies. VeChain was under $4, I think, earlier today, or at least it was in the low $4. I didn't buy any more VeChain because I took a great position at $1 for VeChain. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to present the top 5 sale items that have come from today, because there are still some, there's still a lot. And I hope that, you know, some of you are probably based in America, you're watching today, this morning, and you're probably thinking, damn, I missed that opportunity. Whenever the cryptocurrency market is absolutely sinking, I have found that the best times to buy are in that twilight period when America is still asleep, okay? Because they go to sleep, they put their sell orders probably, they're looking to cash out, they go to sleep, and then they activate these sell orders, and then the people that are non-US based, they buy them up, like I did, buy them up. So I think in San Francisco right now, it's like, I don't know, 6 in the morning or something. Can't quite remember. But, you know, a lot of people in the buying states in America, the wealthy people, the wealthy states, wealthy buying states of America, are probably just about getting up, having gone to sleep to low prices, and seen that basically the market has smashed it even more than when they went to sleep, which was probably around about here when it was about the 400 mark. And then it just went lower and lower and lower. So yeah, so there we are. That's basically the state of play. So that was the best buying opportunity for me. I don't know when that time is for you, but it's about 2 hours ago from the point this is live now. So has the bubble burst? That is essentially what is being spread across mainstream media like wildfire today. And the thing is that articles like this, the people that gets affected the most are the newbies. And I said this last night. The newbies are the ones that are the most volatile because they will probably have bought in at highs, you know, because the thing is with, and this is what happened kind of to me when I first got started in cryptocurrency, is that you kind of buy when everybody's talking about cryptocurrency. Everybody's saying, Bitcoin's this price, Bitcoin's like double the price it was a month ago. And that's the time that you buy because because it's up there, it's being talked about, and you're so excited and you don't want to miss out, and so you buy at all-time highs. And so the people who bought these record highs at $19,000, it's actually more than that, it was $20,000. So Bloomberg already got it wrong. But even people that bought despite the highs, or people that bought at the highs, these are the people that are most affected. And seeing how, you know, how cryptocurrencies were at such all-time highs, you know, this time last month, and seeing where they are now is a massive fall from grace. Because there are people that started their portfolios and now their portfolios are showing losses of nearly 90% on some cryptocurrencies. So let me take you through what I believe to have been the 5 best sale opportunities today. And they are still at low prices, but they're not necessarily as low as they were. So I'm going to take you through that, but let's just have a look and see what you guys are saying. Let's see how many of you guys are watching. Let's see what your opinions are. But it is the real Black Friday today, peeps. Only 350 likes. Smash up the likes. There's 2,300 people watching. I'll join you like smashed. So let's see what you guys are saying, because I know that there's a lot of worried people out there, and there's a lot of people thinking, should I sell? Should I swing trade? Blah, blah, blah. And I think that opportunity's gone, okay? Because now you've kind of hit the bottom. It's only really going up at this point. Okay, so you've got to kind of wait for a signal where it's going to go down again, which, seeing that America seem to be buying it up, let's have a quick update and refresh. So last time I looked, it was at 431 billion. So 100 billion has almost returned in the last couple of hours. So let's see how much it is now. 425. So there's still some uncertainty there. It's just going up and down, but I personally don't think that we're going to see 340 billion again today. But it may happen. Never know. Yeah, I've been wrong before, and may be wrong again. The thing is that when you look at some of the commentators like Julian Hospen and people like that, people that, you know, others look up to and trust and think are credible, is that no one can predict the market. They can only really give a thought or inclination of what they think is going to happen. But ultimately, what can cause the market to crash is these same influential people putting it into the heads and brains and mentalities of people who are quite volatile and quite sensitive, and they will sell, and it will create the reality that they are looking to create. I mean, articles like this that says, has the cryptocurrency bubble, has the Bitcoin bubble burst? Is this a sign of a big burst? And when that happens, the volatile people sell, and it causes the reality these people are looking to achieve. Okay, so it's without it, without the fear, without the FUD, without the commentator saying something, if there was no mainstream media, then, it wouldn't be tanking the way it does. But people fall victim to the fear. They're looking everywhere. They go on Google. They look for the latest articles. They go on Twitter. They look for what people are saying. And when they see a wave of negativity, a wave of, yes, this is a bear market, this is a bear market, sell all, sell all, sell all, then they're going to do it because they just don't want to risk losing more money. But there does come a point where it hits a bottom. And, and when it hits a bottom, then that is the time when people essentially buy it up. So, that's the experience to gain. So I put out a tweet earlier today. Yeah, there's another one. Bitcoin price. Here's why Bitcoin is plummeting today, as over 100 billion is wiped off cryptos. And all it is just some Bitcoin expert or cryptocurrency expert saying, oh, Facebook have deleted ads and there's no clear people have expectations of Bitcoin being at this price, and people's expectations are wrong, and it may be overvalued, it may be undervalued. So basically this guy is just completely confused. He's an idiot, like most people who kind of commentate on these media outlets are. That's the reason they're invited. They want to help spread the fear. So they always get these idiots that don't know what the fuck they're talking about, and then they help sink the market. Okay, so that's just what happens. So, don't believe everything you hear or read, because most of these idiots don't know what the hell they're talking about and are just as clueless as most newbies, okay? Everybody tries to decipher and be an expert in Bitcoin, and I'm going to be quite frank, I'm not an expert in, the volatility and seeing the potential bottom of a cryptocurrency price. No one is, and anybody who says that they are just stupid and wrong, and they're trying to lead you into a false sense of security that you should follow them because their signals are correct. Sometimes people get it right, sometimes the other people get it right, but you're never going to get one person or a single group of people always getting it right. People are always getting it wrong because you can't predict the market. It's the market sentiment. It's the people that own the cryptocurrencies that dictate what happens. And if you, like me, are holding cryptocurrencies, you're keeping the support level. But if I break and you break, the support levels go right down. Okay, so we can prevent some of the ridiculous losses people are projecting for cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. But I did acknowledge what's going on. The struggle is real, but it's worth it. Whenever the market is down, that is the time for personal and mental growth, resilience to be built, and for effort. That is the time. There's that quote. I said it last night. I'll say it again. Be fearful when others are greedy. Be greedy when others are fearful. At the moment, there is a huge amount of fear, and that's the time to be greedy. That's what I certainly did, and I think it's going to work out either way anyway. But anyway, this is the time to work hard. I did this with Udemy, Udemy, when I first joined Udemy, where I host my cryptocurrency courses, when I first joined Udemy, I joined during a crash, basically, where they introduced a new pricing policy. All of the top instructors that were earning bucket loads before they introduced a new pricing policy, they were earning like 5 figures a month. All of a sudden, they started earning 4 figures a month. Sometimes it got dwindled down to 3 figures because the new pricing policy completely ruined their business. It ruined the business model that they had been promoting to their students. And when everybody was down, all the instructors were saying, oh, I'm not going to make any more courses. Oh, I hate Udemy. I'm not going to work on this website again. And what did I do at that time? That was the time I made more courses. That was the time I worked every single goddamn day, producing lectures, producing courses. I produced a course a week when most instructors didn't even produce a course every 2 months. I produced 1 course a week. And then all of a sudden, when Udemy got rid of that pricing policy because it wasn't working, then my sales skyrocketed and everybody else's were static because they had not done the work whilst the crash was happening. I do the work during the crash. That is the best time to buy. That is the best time to work and put an effort in. Okay, because even if it doesn't stabilize quickly or turn around quickly, you're doing the work so that when it does turn around, which it will, then you are going to be in a state to prosper. One of the big reasons why I was able to make my portfolio was worth loads and loads recently is because I did the work when the prices were down. So when everything went up again, I didn't have to work. I just sat back and watched, essentially. And that is what you're going to be able to do if you do the work now. So it's worked out for me every time I have done this. So stay team cryptocurrency and stay team Superman, peeps. Obviously, it will pay off in the long run. Because there are a ton of people out there who think that they're experts and they aren't really experts, okay? Now, I'm not going to put Julian Hosp in that category necessarily, but I mean, it does slightly, things that he said has slightly pissed me off, okay? So he goes here. People are asking me whether I'm buying. I am not right now. He put this 5 hours ago, which is when cryptocurrencies were like peachy, really. People ask me whether I'm buying. I'm not right now. Here is why. I have enough money in for when the money when the turnaround happens. My forecast, based on the tech and market sentiment, is that Bitcoin will go to 5K. Okay, so he thinks that Bitcoin is going to lose another 4,000 from where it is right now. He may be right. He may be wrong. The market is, you know, is dwindling somewhat. So it wouldn't surprise me if, you know, people are seeing words from somebody that a lot of people respect. I mean, look, he's got 30,000 followers. You know, a lot of people respect him in the game. He's becoming kind of a little bit of like a Vitalik, a Da Hongfei, all these big personalities like a Charlie Lee. These big personalities that are making names for themselves that are being seen over and above just their normal coin. He is being seen and more visible now. And of course, when he says something like Bitcoin's going to go down to 5K, it almost causes for things like that, you know, the market sentiment to succumb to that, you know, projection, and then it becomes the reality. Okay, so the key thing is that really you've got to do what you feel is right, ultimately. Do you have the faith? This tests your resilience. I have seen crashes like this before. Some much, much worse. This was when cryptocurrency's market cap was about 50 billion. And I have seen right through it from 50 billion to 800 billion. And it's going to be happening again. It's going to go down a bit more, maybe. And it's going to go up to over 1 trillion at some point. And people are going to say, oh, is the bubble going to burst? It's going to hash out the same arguments. Okay. So, you know, at the end of the day, no one truly knows. But, you know, you've got to go. We've got a long line of history in cryptocurrency. And the thing is that there was a massive bull run. And everybody was anticipating a correction, and it has come in a monstrous and emphatic way. Okay, so it's just something that, you know, you've got to consider. So without further ado, I'm going to go into these. I should have probably hidden that. So I'm going to go into these 5 top sale items on Black Friday. Okay, and what I'm going to show you is the price today, the price at its all-time high, and how much the discount is, essentially. How much has it gone down? So at number 5, Icon. Icon is a cross-chain is a cross-chain communicator. Okay, so it's one of those. It's basically looking to put a whole load of niches onto the blockchain, but they all communicate with each other. Okay, so you can have one identity going to all sorts of different niches, and they've got the same data each one because the blockchain is cross-communicating. So all the information goes from one blockchain to another, and essentially your kind of user information is kept up to date. This is seen as one of the most progressive. This is seen as kind of like the more versatile version of WanChain. WanChain is dedicated to cross-chain communication within the finance industry, and Icon is more general. Okay, so you can go from automotive to healthcare to insurance to finance to everything. Okay, and all your information is sent across the blockchain or across blockchains essentially. Now this was 100x cryptocurrency. It went up to $12.60 and today it went down to $3.77. That is a discount of 71% from the peak, which was very recent as well. So if you were one of the people that missed out on Icon when it was really exploding, it has sunk today to such a megarific value that you could almost get back in and get in at a 71% sale price. So that was pretty amazing because this is a really high potential cryptocurrency. Number 4, QuantStamp. QuantStamp I see as they're a very unique cryptocurrency, a very unique service offering, automated audit software for smart contracts to make sure that there's no security flaws. And they've got this really cool proof of care system where if you're a holder and you are showing that you care about QuantStamp, you're promoting it where you can, they airdrop you tokens of the cryptocurrency that they're auditing. And one of the latest ones was Ink Protocol. So this went up to 83 cents during the high period, and it's since today gone down to 18 cents. And 18 cents was the price it was in November before this blew up. So essentially, this is almost like an ICO price in essence, because this is before it got really good and had lots of people talking about it. Went down to 18 cents. That's 79%. That is amazing. That's 4/5 of its value cut out, gone. And you could have got in and be able to realise it because QuantStamp hasn't even started yet, peeps. It's not even started. 83 cents is nothing compared to where it's going to go. And it's at 79% of that of the price it's gotten to without really got going a bit already. So do you know what I'm saying? So 79% is huge discount. 18 cents. Amazing. Then Cardano. Now Cardano is probably one of the most exciting blockchain projects. Okay, they're creating a super blockchain. They've got the world's leading academics behind it. And this has recently surged to $1.26. It's got the geezer, Charles Hoskinson, who was ex-Ethereum CEO, knows what he's talking about, clever guy, clever bunch of people working on this project, about a team of 26 to 35 people working on Team Cardano. It's a blockchain with multiple layers that can conduct various transactions and is likely to get going, end of this year. And it's sunk to 27 cents today, having been at $1.26. Again, 79%. For a high-quality project like that, it's very, very surprising it's gone down to that extent. And it's left an incredible buying opportunity. I think it's since gone over 30 cents, but, it's at 36 cents, I believe. But, there may be another occasion to pick it up low. So keep an eye on this one. It's gone down to 80% loss in value. So unbelievable. If you were wishing you got an in on Cardano and you didn't take a position, now's the time. Now's the time. When I did my Supos picks of 2018 series, Cardano at that point was 14 cents. And that was just before it spiked up to times 10. And it's only double what it was then. So essentially, Cardano has lost 2 months of solid growth. Right there. Right there, right there. So there we are. Chance to get back in. BitDegree. This has gone down to nearly ICO price. Now, what is BitDegree? BitDegree is essentially the cryptocurrency version of Udemy. It's Udemy on a blockchain. You're creating courses that you're essentially incentivized to take by earning tokens watching lectures. Now, people have said, I don't understand how the model works. Essentially what happens is BitDegree are using gamification to grow as big as Udemy. So they have already got quite a big client base. They've already got 29 million people that are that are scheduled to be students of BitDegree. Okay, so the founder has already owned a business, which is a hosting website, 29 million. So he's achieved that kind of scale. And these are people that can just become students, transition to students. And that will put them on par with the amount of students that Udemy has. They have about 40 to 30 million. So this is almost making them Udemy. They've already got an MVP, and it's nearly at ICO price. 7 cents this has gone down to. And this is achieved... That's wrong, by the way. It should be 58 cents. 58 cents, not $58. So it's gone up to 58 cents after ICO because there was a huge amount of demand for this. This was one of my top ICOs, and it has gone down to 7 cents. So nearly ICO price. For some people, this was the ICO price because the price of Ethereum went right up during BitDegree's ICO. So 7 cents is like ICO price. So you can get into the next kind of generation of education platforms like Udemy. They accept cryptocurrency. Udemy doesn't. If you want to create courses, you can on this platform. So as well as earning money from making courses, you can earn money as a student by watching like the first 3 lectures of a course before you have to pay the instructor. So at the moment, that's 87% loss, nearly a 90% loss, nearly 9/10 lost in value. So amazing price today. One of the most surprising ones, though, is the number one, Utrust. Now, Utrust is essentially going to be the PayPal of cryptocurrency. Okay, it's going to be the it's going to be the way of essentially paying for things using cryptocurrency, and essentially transforms it to fiat for the if they want to, of course, for the seller. Okay, so the seller will get paid in fiat, but for the buyer you can pay in cryptocurrency, but it's going to be like a PayPal interface. Okay, this is going to be like the PayPal of cryptocurrency. They're going to be doing a demo shortly, and they're going to be demonstrating it worldwide so you can see what it looks like. And at the moment, no one can see that. You're blind to it. And so therefore, you know, at 19 cents compared to where it has been at $1.41, this is the price it came out at. You know, when it came out after ICO was 6 cents. But after it came onto the exchange, it spiked up to 19 cents and then went all the way to $1.41 and has lost 87% of value. That is unbelievable, because this is going to be one of the big performers this year. And they have lost so much value, along with a load of other cryptocurrencies like Ethos. That was at $13. That's since gone down to under $3. That, again, is another kind of 70% loss. There are so many really good deals at the moment that are on cryptocurrencies that are going to perform once we get out of this phase. We were deep in this phase back in September. And in September, you know, that was where a lot of money was there to be made, okay? And subsequently, if you got in at that point in September, then you would have made money. So let's have a quick catch up on the market. It's going up, it's going down. It's up, it's down. Let's see what you guys are saying. Interested to see some of the sentiments here. Power ledgers at a big discount, yes. I don't think the discount was big enough to get on this list, but they have lost about 69–70% value. There's a lot of cryptocurrencies. I mean, when I look at getting into a cryptocurrency, I look for it to have dropped 60% from the value of its peak. And that's very hard to achieve. But on a day like today, it's actually not very hard to achieve at all. So, you know, you've got to kind of take these opportunities to buy when you can. Ethereum, 892. I need to go down this list because when we look back on this is going to go down just like this event here, where the cryptocurrency market went right down and it was just it was such a shock. But from this point, it went right up. Okay, so I use this as my like barometer where you can see some of the prices were just stupid. Ethereum, $200. Bitcoin Cash was $300. Ripple was 16 cents. Bitcoin was $3,000. So you look at this to see how the market has progressed. And look, you've even got Substratum as an ad there. That's just how long ago this was. This was an ICO ad. So anyway, yeah, so this is going to go down as one of those events I want to look back on. So I'm just going to go down the market list and really just have a look and see what these prices are. So you got Ethereum at 8,900. This has been 1,400. Ripple, 81 cents. This has skyrocketed over $3. Bitcoin Cash has gone over $4,000, and this is now $1,100. Cardano has smashed it to $1.26. It's at 33 cents. NEO hasn't dropped significantly. Well, it was $160, so I guess it has significantly in some people's eyes, but it hasn't lost 50% value like lots have. Stellar as well, this has gone up to nearly $1, and that's lost a lot of value. Litecoin, which was nearly $400, $125 today. EOS, which has been consistently at $14, $9 today. IOTA, $169. Dash was $1,600. And now it's $551. It's $500,000 from Masternode, where it was 1.6 million not long ago. Ethereum Classic was $45 not long ago. VeChain was, nearly $10 not long ago. Icon was ridiculous, $13. Omis Go was like at $30, now down to $12. Steam hasn't been too much affected. It's maybe in double-digit losses, but, this hasn't gone down anywhere near the $1 it used to be at. Anything else? Waves, $6. This was at $14 not long ago. Walton was at $40 not long ago. Some amazing prices. Zilliqa today is also really dirt cheap. It was 16 cents when it came onto the exchange. And now it's down to 6 cents. Ridiculous. It was at 5 cents earlier today because I bought some. I waited, and I'm glad I waited for Zilliqa. Dragon Chain 162. This was spiking up to about $6. So another great time to get in. Ethos has now moved up. It was under $3 earlier today. Syndicator 18 cents. This is a recent grower. Power Ledger 64 cents. This was $2. Unbelievable prices today. So yeah, look, tons of great sales, and 10x is at $1.82. Never thought that'd happen again. So there we are, peeps. There we are, Marble Arch. Look on the next page as well, so that you can get a full breadth of cryptocurrencies that are dirt cheap. Chainlink's gone right down. So many amazing sales today. Civic went well over $1. Now it's back down to 42 cents, back where it was. It's just gone back to where it was. Late 30 cents, 40 cents back in September. It's back to where it was. Substratum 60 cents. This was at over $3, peeps. So, some amazing ones. Don't think there's anything else worth looking at down here. Oh, yes, there is. Look, Trinity today, 24 cents. This was nearly 40 cents the other day. Beautiful Trinity. Red Pulse, this was 60 cents not long ago, down to 14 cents. So, some amazing deals to be had, some amazing prices to be bought at. Let me just have a look at Internet Node Token as well. 39. This went over $1, peeps. And this is the IOTA of China. Okay, 150 million circulating supply. This is so much less supply than bloody IOTA, and so much more potential. So, look at that volume. Okay, so this is insane. And insane prices, insane in the membrane. So I guess I want to say in closing is that basically you've got to make a decision as to whether you buy, whether you sell, whether you just remain the same. It's up to you. But either way, you've got to look at the opportunities as they present themselves and just do what you feel you want to do. If you want to wait until some confidence comes back, but you want to stay in, do that. If you want to buy more, if you want to really make bank when it all goes back up again, do that. If you want to sell because you just can't take it anymore, do that. Don't just, look at me and think, oh, he's saying stay in, but it's against what I want to do. Do what you want to do and use my it's not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor, blah, blah, blah. But, at the same time, I can only give you, what I'm doing, my perspective, and what you can use this information that I'm giving you for in terms of what you want to do next. So just use me as another piece of advice, having been in this position before and profited from it, and just do what you need to do. Because some cryptocurrencies will go down and keep the market cap from sinking, but the main ones seem to be going up, way up from where they were earlier. So, ultimately, it's up to you, peeps. It's up to you. But, keep a lookout for ones that you've been eyeing up. If you are heavy in the investment game and you really want to get invested in some high quality cryptos, then now's the time. Now is the time, peeps. That is that. So, let me know in the comments, what are the cryptocurrencies you are eyeing up today? What are the cryptocurrencies you want to take a big position in? What do you think is going to happen with the market? You know, what do you think are the reasons why these are happening? You know, give your opinion. Let people look down the comments for sources of information, sources of opinion, and be able to decide whether or not it's trustworthy to agree, listen, consider, blah, blah, blah. Any more questions? Any more questions? Let's have a look. Yeah, Car Vertical's at a good price today. Wanchain, I'm hoping, comes out very soon. Hopefully right during something like this. Not because I hate them, but because I really want to get it cheap. And when there's confidence, people are going to buy that right up. So at the moment, there's no confidence, and I don't think that people would buy it right up. So it'd be almost the perfect time as an investor to get some Wanchain. But I don't think that we're going to be that lucky. I think they're probably going to go on exchanges just when the confidence returns. Just, I don't know. I don't know. Someone says, oh, have a look at this man. He has some of the answers. I don't follow anybody. I make up my own mind. And the thing is, everything's just conjecture. Everything's just opinion. Everything's subjective viewpoints. So I don't listen to it. I don't care for it. And ultimately, you just do what you feel is right. Because the only people that control this market are the people that are invested. Okay? And they can decide whether or not to leave. And that is what finally dictates this figure here. Superman, you're so dedicated to this community, I don't know how you do it. I tell you why I do it, because of love, basically. I love the community, I love cryptocurrency, I love getting involved in these blockchain-based cryptocurrencies, because I really love what they're trying to do for the space. They're trying to revolutionize the space. This is the next generation of internet, essentially. This is taking the technology well beyond what the internet did for technology and did for services. So, of course, I absolutely love it, and I want it to do incredibly well. And that may open me up to bias, because I'm not going to be one of those people that says, get out now, get out while the going's good, sell your position, swing trade. I'm not going to be one of those people, because I look at it from a long-term investment point of view. And all the people I know that are long-term investors, even in stock markets, eventually the market turns around and they just put themselves in a position where they buy, so that when the market does turn around, they profit heavily. And that's what I've been doing today, and that's what I'm going to continue doing. And whenever an opportunity turns up that makes me have that opportunity, I'll go for it. So, good question though, Pete. Good question. And that's it. That's it. I've now got to... I love you too, Hugo. I've now got to go and pick up my sonny boy, because he's just finished school, or is just about to finish school. So I'm going to get in the Merc and pick him up, because my Merc is currently my... It's my in-between car from selling my car to buying a new one. I'm really, really torn. I don't know whether to go for a really high-performance AMG Mercedes, or I don't know. There's just so many. There's so many. F-Type Jag, Tesla, which I saw there Teslas galore in San Francisco, and I just really wanted a Tesla, having been at San Francisco, and also Nissan GTR. There's just so many I want to get. And a Lambo, obviously. That's another one that's there. So anyway, so yeah. So if you have any opinions, let me know. Anyway, that's it, people. There we are, Marble Arch. That is it for today's episode. Smash up the likes one more time. And that's it, peeps. So Mexico. So that's it. So, guys, I wish you good luck. I hope that you make good decisions. I hope that you don't turn your back on cryptocurrency. And that's it. That's it, peeps. So, until next time, it is lights out, all out.